Gold Patrollers, Jeff Gold for the Gold Patrol, reporting to you on the proceedings in the Court of Appeals in Maricopa County as to Jodi Arias. As you know, the media had appealed the Judge Sherry Stevens' ruling that they were going to keep the courtroom closed. We now know who that secret witness is. It was Jodi Arias. She still would be testifying right now, except for the Court of Appeals granted a hearing on an emergent basis. So all the media gathered in the Court of Appeals, the parties plus the media lawyers all gathered in the Court of Appeals. The only person that wasn't there, Jodi Arias. The three-judge panel listened carefully to the arguments, questioning all the parties and the attorneys. First went the media's attorney, who said that this was a thoroughly unprecedented violation of the Arizona Constitution, of the United States Constitution, that it was clear there was no Arizona precedent for what Judge Sherry Stevens has done in this case, that she was required to find a clear and present danger before she did this, and what could that possibly have done, that the right to a public trial is sacrosanct gone back to before the Norman conquest in England, and here we have the threat of a totally secret trial. The media attorney brought forward the point that, of course, that the public has this right, not just Jodi Arias. Prosecutor Mon Martinez appeared very briefly simply to say the state objected to any continuance of the case. They wanted this to continue on. It had been going on for 6 years, and the Alexanders, frankly, had enough suffering. Then Kurt Nurmi took his shot at it. However, he was hamstringed, in my opinion, by saying that the whole point of this was intimidation, that he went back to Judge Sherry Stevens' original order of last year, where she said that she would close the courtroom if the defense had any witness who was intimidated. Nurmi went on to say that almost all their witnesses, if not all their witnesses, were intimidated last time and nobody testified, and they wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. But nevertheless, this court, the name Jodi Arias as a witness did not come up, but I am hoping that the court must know that Jodi Arias is the subject of this order, that she is the one actually testifying, even though it wasn't on the record. I can't imagine they wouldn't know what Sherry Stevens knows about the case in order to make a decision that the person they're talking about is Jodi Arias. And how, as I have said many times before, can she be intimidated? Sure, she wants to testify in closed setting because it's just her and the jury at a little tea party. You think the jury doesn't know that all of the media has been excused, and maybe that there's something special about Jodi Arias' testimony? Maybe she's like a 5-year-old who's testifying about abuse in a judge's chambers. She's only up to a small part of her testimony. This thing could go on for days and days and days, and that's just Jodi Arias. Well, it ended with the Court of Appeals saying they would have a decision later today. Let's hope so. Jeff Gold for the Gold Patrol.